Here's a little story about the year I turned 30. I'll make it fast. Ready? I quit my job, flew to Africa, got on a boat, and sailed across the ocean. The end. You're not getting off that easy. I'm a grizzled lady now. I've got tales to tell. Also, I lied about making it fast. You'll be here for a number of minutes. Sucker! Just kidding. You're the best. Oh, that's me, on a plane to South Africa. I've already spent 9 months being a jobless hippie by choice, and of course the next logical move was to become a lady pirate, so there you have it. They say, to become a sailor one must have a ship. Enter the Picton Castle, a sexy beast based out of Nova Scotia. This sail training vessel has circumnavigated the globe 5 times, taking unseasoned groups of trainees and turning them into salty sailors. Alright, let's skip to where I actually move on to the Picton Castle.
Oh my god, my new home.
Surprisingly, the transition was easy as pie. I got my bunk, people were nice to me, and there was a bountiful supply of snacks at my whim. This was like camp. I can do this. I'm a machine. Soon to become a sailor machine, the sea's most advanced technology. So there I was, a new world ready for the taking. New rules, new hours, new lands, new bodies of water, new bodies of people, but most of all, new life lessons, and lots of them. And now you are suddenly in the middle of a lecture. Surprise! Life lessons I learned while sailing across the ocean at the tender age of 30. Lesson 1. Your abnormal is someone else's normal. Before I started this whole thing, I would say that I was doing it to turn my life upside down. The idea being that it was so out of the ordinary that it would knock me sideways. In a good way. It's funny how quickly that it became ordinary. And it didn't take long to realize that for some people, this whole unconventional life on the sea is normal. This is their life, what they train to do, what they get paid to do, what they love to do. A 9-to-5 desk job is their idea of abnormal, and probably their idea of hell too. For 5 months, this even became my idea of normal. Never once did it feel strange or unbelievable or crazy. It felt right. We adapt so fluidly to new situations. So these dreams you may be having of something that seems nuts, to someone else it's their everyday life. If you've been feeling stuck, maybe it's time to find a new normal. Lesson 2. Reignite your brain. This is my brain. Hello, brain. In my 20s, the old noodle got pretty comfortable. It had a job, it was good at it, and it was really rocking that pink membrane. Then it kind of just started coasting. I stopped testing my brain and put it on cruise control. That? Not good. When I started learning how to sail, my brain got this huge kick in the pants. It was kind of like learning a new language in another country. I shocked my brain into overdrive. It was hard, but I think we have to give ourselves that punch every so often. Now that I've got those cogs oiled up, I'm a genius again. High five! Lesson number 3. You will up. As daisy fresh as I described this experience to be, there were moments of extreme frustration. Believe me. 9 times out of 10, they involved me up. When you're learning something new, that's bound to happen a lot. The thing is, it happened most often in the presence of a senior officer. It was a well-known fact that if the captain or first mate was in your general presence, you would up. Every time, without fail. So, yes, you will up. You will, I will, your grandpappy and your grandpappy's dog will up. You accept the consequences, you learn from it, and then you get over it. Lesson 4. Don't be a lazy bum. I am a lazy bum. I sleep in too often. I procrastinate like a bitch. I went on a ship in an attempt to knock this out of my system for good. Did it work? No. Did it help? 100%. On the ship there was no excuse for laziness. You got up at 3:30 a.m. to stand the 4 a.m. watch because you had to. You cleaned toilets every day. You scrubbed decks. You washed dishes. You stood in the rain. If you didn't pull your weight, well, you're just not a very good shipmate, sir. I actually loved the physical work. It gave me a tangible sense of accomplishment, and after a while I scored some decent pythons. At the end of your watch, when you had finished something beefy, you could put your feet up with satisfaction, knowing that this is a moment of laziness that you earned. Yes, you earned it good. Lesson number 5. Value what you have. On the ship, I made a list of things that I never want to take for granted again. Number 1, ice-cold drinks. Heavenly creatures. Never forget that they are a luxury. Number 2, showers. On the ship, our water was a precious resource and we had to preserve it. Kind of exactly like on Earth. Number 3, a real-ass bed. Not everyone gets to sleep on a cloud. Hug your blankie tonight. Number 4, flush toilets. The porcelain gods should be praised daily. I went number 2 off the side of a small sailboat because there was no toilet on board. And I took a whiz behind a bush in St. Bart's. St. Bart's, people. Beyonce hangs out there, and I befouled it. Number 5, vegetables. They are so great. And as an aside, they do not grow in the middle of the ocean. Number 6, clean laundry. Do you know how nice our freshly laundered citizens smell? Do you know what sailors smell like? Not clean laundry, I can tell you that much. Number 7, your family and friends. Latch onto their ankles and never let go. Lesson number 6, simplicity is happiness. My favorite moments went a little something like this. Me, standing at the bow, hair luxuriously fluttering the breeze, 360 degrees of pure ocean and sky around me. It was just us at the center of our own little planet. No phones, no traffic, no appointments, no emails, no peripheral drama, no urban noise, no advertising, no clutter. I've never experienced that kind of calm before. Now, for y'all who are thinking that you'd go crazy, I suggest you take a Twitter break before you bomb it. Lesson number 7. This world is super foxy. There's so much out there that can blow your mind. So I'm just gonna take the next minute to show you some pretty things. Go back. Lesson number 8, be a good shipmate. And if you're not a sailor, it does not get you off the hook. We can apply this to everyday life. If someone needs a hand, help them. If someone has gunk in their teeth, tell them. If someone makes you dinner, wash the dishes. I had never seen a group of people who had each other's backs so much as this bunch of sailors. Good shipmates make for a better voyage. And while this is certainly a fact of the sea, I'm also speaking very metaphorically. And P.S. Being a good shipmate allows you to enjoy the fruits of rum every once in a while. I hereby conclude this lecture and release you from the grips of my haunting slideshow. Be free! And finally, what the whole internet has been waiting for. Cats doing tricks.
Who's a fat boy?